was a terrible question. It was a rubbish question. I just sort of said, oh, why is it so important for you to come here? Big journalism here. And he looked at me and said, oh, well, just go and ask those people over there. And I probably inside thought, hang on a minute.
Prince Harry walked into the Dorian TV Awards expecting a royal reception. What he got was a brutal Hollywood reality check. No titles, no throne, no Meghan. Just cold stares, awkward silences, and a brutal reminder. In Hollywood, you earn respect. You don't demand it. This isn't the Harry of Invictus. This is a prince without a kingdom and a brand in free fall. Let's rewind. Before the ceremony even began, an email made the rounds. Not just any email, a formal request from Prince Harry's team.
What we have now is not the Harry we had then. This is not the Harry of the Invictus.
Ignoring the hell that they've put their families through, let me run you through my mood board.
The demand? That all presenters refer to him as His Royal Highness, Prince Henry of Wales, Duke of Sussex. Yes, the very title he officially gave up years ago. One producer reportedly laughed out loud. Another said, "This isn't the BAFTAs, it's the Dorians. We don't do tiaras." Despite stepping down as a senior royal, Harry wanted the full royal intro in front of a crowd that couldn't care less. In fact, that demand set the tone for everything that followed.
The man served his country, let him get away if that's
But they
what he
didn't
wants to
mean
do. But to then do the complete opposite, not the complete opposite discreetly, the complete opposite in our faces, not only the people of his country, which we did look at him as our prince, but also the monarchy.
The producers didn't budge. No extra flair, no HRH, no red carpet solo shots. Harry was attending as a guest, not a presenter, not a nominee, not even a tribute subject. In industry terms, he was a friend of the community. Translation: famous enough to get a seat, not famous enough to stop the show. And when the host took the stage and said his name, simply Prince Harry, the 5-second silence that followed was deafening. No applause, no whoops, not even a polite cough.
Well, good evening from London. Welcome to Piers Morgan Uncensored. Today, Harry and Meghan torched what little was left of their relationship with the royal family and what little was left, frankly, of their own reputation.
Just the sound of one man's pride hitting the Dolby floor. Cameras caught him, smiling tightly, clapping robotically. But something was off. You could almost hear the internal monologue. Smile, nod, pretend this isn't humiliating. According to 2 separate attendees, Harry visibly tensed up. His jaw clenched. His hands gripped the armrest. He didn't expect to be ignored, especially not by Hollywood's LGBTQ+ elite, a group he's long supported.
Now, look, I want to pivot now to the royals. Prince Harry has actually been savaged as having no discernible talent and depicted by a puppet, would you believe?
But here, it wasn't about charity work or family trauma. It was about cultural cachet. And Harry's had evaporated. He didn't stay long. Midway through the evening, Harry quietly slipped out. No goodbye, no press photos, no after-party schmoozing. Just a swift, silent exit through the side doors. One staffer called it the most awkward departure of the night. Another added, he walked out like someone expecting a limo and getting an Uber pool.
Leave this one. I said, well, is that why it's so important for you to come here? And then he turned round and just said, Rhiannon, don't behave like that.
It was clear. Harry came for validation. He left with a PR headache. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Meghan was nowhere to be seen. Not backstage, not in the audience, not even in a Zoom cameo. Her absence raised eyebrows. Was she distancing herself? Or was this another failed solo rebrand attempt? Sources say Meghan advised against the event. She reportedly felt the Dorians weren't on brand with their new strategy. In other words, she saw the flop coming.
Meghan is a trained actress. What she does is that she studies people. She's not a good actress, but she is a trained one, right? She's been doing it her entire life.
The industry reaction? Brutal. Producers started backing away from ongoing talks. One streaming exec allegedly said, "If he's this difficult for a minor award show, what's he like on a set?" Online, the footage of his blank reception went viral. TikTok users captioned it, "When you thought you were the main character." Others dubbed it Duke of Sussex, cancelled in real time.
And I don't know where it all stops, all this. Where does it end? We've got the book, and then we've got the interview circuit, and then so it goes on.
And remember, Hollywood doesn't forget. Word spreads fast, and Harry's email is now legendary for all the wrong reasons. The fallout wasn't just emotional, it was statistical. Within days, his favorability in the US dropped 6 points. A UK tabloid ran the headline, "Prince of Pity, even Hollywood's over it." Insiders say even Spotify, long divorced from the Sussexes, was quietly vindicated.
He's right. Trying to make ourselves into a brand just turned us into products. We don't need to be a brand, do we? If it's truly what we want, then we really can get away from it all. No more magazines and Netflix shows. We really can live a normal life.
"This is why we walked away," said one former executive. "The entitlement, the illusion of relevance, it's exhausting." And for Harry, the timing couldn't be worse.
They're ridiculous after that. They want it both ways. You know, you can't be, these people were so mean to us and poor us, and we don't want all this attention, and then let me write a book about how much we don't want attention.
With Meghan planning new media ventures, his ability to co-anchor the Sussex brand is crumbling. So here's the real question. Was this just a bad night? Or the final unraveling of Prince Harry's public image? The titles are gone. The audience isn't clapping. Even Meghan might be stepping back.
The entitlement, the virtue signaling, the hypocrisy, all of it is encapsulated in these two.
And the untouchability.
Right.
You found out, right? If you say something that crosses them and you hurt their feelings, then they're very upset.
And they believe they have a right to get people removed from their jobs if they don't agree with everything they're saying.
But if you think this was embarrassing, wait until you see what he's planning next. Because there are whispers of a desperate new rebrand. And this time, it's not just cringe, it's career suicide. Stay tuned.